All right, Solomon. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakwadash. We give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere Solomon to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Want to go in this lesson that hashtag girl dad is just another feminist movement. Okay? And it's another way to put women on the pedestals, you know. And really, when you go into the scriptures, you know, a man should be proud to have sons. Okay? People, don't understand that in this society or in this world because, it's a queen of heaven type of mindset. Okay? And the scriptures, okay, speaks otherwise. Okay? All throughout the scriptures, man. And I'm gonna go back to this scripture right here, Ephesians 6:4. But all throughout the scriptures, okay, one of the first scriptures that I'm gonna get, Proverbs 8:4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. Okay? The Most High, the one who the world ignorantly calls God, okay? He is a man dad or a boy dad. Okay? He's not a girl dad. Okay? Yes, ultimately, um, women, and when I say women, I'm talking about the Israelite women. Okay? Yes, they are, Israelites. But when you go into the scriptures, the Lord is only dealing with the men. Okay? Ezekiel 30 is it 34 and 31? It says, "And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord." Okay? All throughout the Bible, man, when you go into it, okay, it says sons. Okay? You know what? I'm gonna just get it right here. Okay? So it says Proverbs 1:8. It says, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Now, a man uh would want to be happy to have a son because he's able to leave an inheritance onto that son. Okay? So the word inheritance means, I'm gonna get inherited. Um you know what? Let me get this word heritage. Okay, property that is or may be inherited, an inheritance. Okay, and that property, hey, right here, patrimony. Hold on. Let me see. Inherit. Okay. So it says receive money, property, or a title as an heir at the death of the previous holder. She inherited a fortune from her father. Okay. Now, when a woman, when a father has a daughter, okay, first off, he's supposed to raise up that daughter, okay, properly. So, yes, it is a certain bond that may be there for a man and his daughter. Okay, I'm not denying that. But at the end of the day, that that uh daughter, raising that daughter, according to the scriptures, you have to raise them properly. You know, which I'm gonna get it. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 26:10. If your daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through much. I mean, over much liberty. And oftentimes, a lot of daughters, they go astray. So it says, watch over an impudent eye. Okay, going to the word impudent. Okay, and it says not showing due respect for another person. Okay, that's what impudent mean. Okay, watch over your daughter with an impudent eye. Okay, and marvel not if she trespass against you, because hey, it will happen, man. Okay, it says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Okay, this is talking about a daughter. Being what they call promiscuous. Okay, uh, what it say? The daughter will bring that father's house shame, man. Okay, that's in the I think that's in the apocrypha too. Okay, a daughter going out getting having sex with another man, and then coming home with a child. That's bringing shame upon that father's house, man. Okay, let me see. Because a father is supposed to raise the daughter up, and then marry her onto a man that is a righteous man. Okay, you're supposed to marry your daughter off onto a righteous man, and oh, here we go. Um, Ecclesiasticus 42:11. Keep a sore watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make you a laughing stock to your enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make you ashamed before the multitude. Okay? So you gotta make sure that if you have a daughter that you make sure that she's uh uh raised right, man. You know? Let me see. Here go another scripture. Ecclesiasticus, jumping up a couple verses. The father wakes, Ecclesiasticus 42:9. The father wakes for the daughter when no man knows, and the care of her takes away sleep. To take away a daughter, taking care of a daughter takes away sleep. It says, when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age in being married, lest she should be hated. And her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. And having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she be burned. Okay? So if a woman, has a husband and she's misbehaving herself, not doing what the heck she's supposed to do, right? That's bringing shame onto that father's household. Okay, that father's name. Do people look at it like that in this society? No, because they feel as though that women can't go wrong. You know? Now, you have people that say, oh, the men this and the men that. That's why the Lord is calling out to the men. Okay? Let me see. Righteous man. But yeah, man, you're supposed to marry your daughter, okay, onto a good man. Okay? Let me see if it says that. If I can find that. Here go another scripture. Here we go. I found it. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 7:25. Marry your daughter. Hold on. Let me see. Jump up to the 23rd verse. It says, "Has thou children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth." The child's supposed to, listen to you from a child. Has thou daughters? All the girl dads in the world, listen up. Have a care of their body, and so not yourself cheerful toward them. Okay, you're not supposed to show yourself cheerful towards your daughter, man. Okay, take care of that body. Make sure that your daughter ain't out here, you know, being a little slut. Okay, and a lot of people don't realize, man, when that child, when a lot of these children get past, that age of being having their periods and stuff like that, which according to the scriptures, okay, and according to nature, that's when a when a woman is considered, when a female is considered a woman when she reaches that time of her period. According to the so-called white man, okay, they say that is when they turn 18, or in some cases 16. Some different states have different, laws. Okay, but when that woman reaches that time of the month, okay, and she comes on her period, a lot of these women, they end up losing their virginity to some boy that go sneak or whatever. So you got to make sure that you take care of the child. Okay, take care of your daughter body. Okay, it says marry your daughter. So a father is supposed to give away his daughter. Your daughter ain't supposed to just bring home some random nutcase, from the schools, and they all of a sudden, oh yeah, this my boyfriend, dad. These women don't know how to choose men, man. Okay, so a father has the right to say no, man. I don't want you to deal with him. Okay, in this society, is that the case? No. So it says, marry your daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. That is an extremely weighty matter when you giving your daughter away to a man. Okay, it says, but give her to a man of understanding. Okay, when you have a daughter and you want to marry her, give her to a man that's understanding. Okay, these little kids nowadays, they in school, they don't understand nothing. Your daughter don't even understand anything at that age. You know, that's why we gotta reach these men to let them know, hey, watch out for these girls, man. You know, but the scriptures talk about the Lord, the Most High. He's a boy dad, man. He's a man dad. Okay, so going into the scriptures, okay, let me see, because all throughout it, man, you see my son, my son. And these are scriptures, my son. Okay, My son, Proverbs 1 and 10. My son, if sinners entice you, consent not. Okay. 15. My son, walk not thou in the path with them, refrain thy foot from their path. And he's talking about these, you know, make sure your child ain't hanging around a bunch of niggas, a bunch of wicked ass people. Okay? Don't be a companion of fools. Okay? And that is, the Lord is going towards men, man. Okay? Let me see. Oh, so I was talking about an inheritance, okay? And the scriptures talk about uh a son, okay, what you're supposed to do when you do have a son, okay? Here we go. Deuteronomy 21 and 15. It says, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be when he makes his sons to inherit that which he has, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn, but he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has. For he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Okay? And when you go into the lineage, the bloodline, you go into generation, and you talk about regeneration, reincarnation. A man, when he has a son, okay, and that's why that law of making sure that the if a man didn't have a son or have children, that the woman, that man married, okay, would have to, have married to the next brother, okay, and that's where you also go into Judah and uh the woman that he dealt with, where they knew back then. Hold on, let me get that, because it's a law, okay? Genesis 38, and I'm gonna start at 6. And Judah took a wife from for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. Okay, and it says, and Judah said unto Onan, go in unto your brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to your brother. Okay, so when it says seed, 38 and 8. And I'm going to go back to this Deuteronomy 21 and 17. Okay. Genesis 38 and 8. Okay. Going to the word seed. Was it Zara? Okay. Seed, sowing, offspring, semen. Okay. Offspring, descendants, posterity, children. Okay. So that child, should raise up a boy. You should try to have a boy, because that it's going to say it also in the law. Okay, but it says, and Onan knew that the seed should not be his, and it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife that he spilt it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. Okay, and the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. Okay, so let me see. Let me see if it brings up the law. Here we go. Uh Deuteronomy 25 and 5. If brethren dwell together and and one of them die and have a child and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take him to wife and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she bears shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel. Okay? So let me see. Firstborn, it says of men and women. Okay? Which, I would believe that, that's talking about the firstborn son. Okay? Because if it's a daughter, okay, then that's more than likely, the fact of, the name, the child wouldn't, a daughter ain't carrying on that father's name, because eventually they would have to, the daughter would have to get married, and if the daughter marries another man, then that child that comes out isn't that father's lineage anymore. Okay. So it says, and if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders and say, my husband's brother refuses to raise up unto his brother a name in Israel. How do you raise up a name onto your in Israel? It's through the bloodline, the lineage, the heritage of your fathers. He will not perform the duty of his husband's brother. It says, then the elders of the city shall call him and speak unto him, and if he stand to it and say, I will not, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders and loose his shoe from off his foot and spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto that man that will not build up his brother's house. Okay. So let me see. We go back to that Deuteronomy 21 and 17. It says, but he shall acknowledge the son of the first, of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has, for he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Okay. Now, it says that son is the beginning of his strength. Okay. That firstborn son. Okay. Let me get the word strength in this verse, which is awan, okay, in the Hebrew, and it says vigor, generative power, okay? Like I said, through regeneration, once that man son has a son, okay, and then that son, the grandson has a son, or the great great grandson, okay, that's that father coming back, okay, and you'll be coming back in your wealth, okay, you'll be coming back in what you originally passed down, okay, your inheritance, okay, but if a woman has, if a man just has all girls and they all married somebody else, then all that money, like for example, let's say Kobe Bryant, because he had all girls, that's the end of his bloodline. You know, unless his father has other children, okay, but that all that money that Kobe Bryant would have had, which it don't matter because we in the end of these days. We in the end of the end time of this all this confusion out here. But all that money that Kobe Bryant had, if from back then, it would have been continued on if he would have had a son. Okay, so Lord willing, that's understandable, man. To those who's meant to get it. Okay, because hey, like I said, that the wealth, you know, that's that the beginning of that man's wealth, man. Having that son, okay, and men so want to have children, okay. If you have a child, you should want your child to be you should want your firstborn. If you're a man, you should want your firstborn to be a son, okay. Jacob, our forefather, had a lot of sons, man. Okay, so with that, man, I want to say shalom till next time.